people. So the next person I'd like to bring up here is Dan Matlick with United Fire to give our Firefighter of the Year award. Daniel?
The speed and pace of today's world is absolutely incredible. Time appears to be flying by more rapidly as the years go on. It's hard for me to swallow that I've been attending this fire school for more than 3 decades and now have presented this prestigious award for a quarter century, a milestone I never even contemplated. During my life, I have never even come close to working on any other project for so many consecutive years. Seriously, you can validate this with any of my 5 ex-wives. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Sound familiar? The poetic line is from one of the longest running television programs in the world, and it suggests that our lives flow away swiftly and inexorably. In other words, time must not be taken for granted. It is a finite and incredibly precious resource, and what we do with it defines us and determines if we have a happy and rewarding life or not. It's your choice. For every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. For some of you, this is only the first of many state fire schools to come. I promise you, this will be time well spent. You'll learn the knowledge and skills to become a capable and competent firefighter. And just as significant, you will make a lifelong new friends, establish mentors, and learn about the core essence and responsibility of being a first responder. Over the years, I have learned there are several key characteristics that are inherent in all great firefighters. These traits have nothing to do with intelligence, fitness, or even firefighting ability, but they are just as essential. Great firefighters are naturally selfless and may risk their own life to save another. They possess courage, feel compassion, and have integrity. Firefighters reach out to help without having to be asked and without any expectation of recognition. Having this DNA makeup is what enables ordinary people to transform themselves when necessary into extraordinary heroes. The decision to become a firefighter can't be taken lightly. The path is not easy. It requires mental conditioning and extraordinary determination. In return, you will be blessed with a truly gratifying life packed with incredible memories. It's intriguing stories behind over 13,000 episodes that made Days of Our Lives a household name for more than a half century. Stories are what our lives are made up of. Stories are how we remember people. Stories help us learn. I absorb training best when the class is exciting and memorable, like when experiencing high-angle rescue, first time in a flashover chamber, or floating down the Salt River during my swiftwater rescue class, wearing a Phoenix Fire PFD and attempting to make sure all the pretty women tubing alongside us were safe and having fun. That's when I met wife number 2. What always makes our annual Firefighter of the Year story so compelling is that while the rescues and contributions to public safety are extraordinary, they were all accomplished by ordinary people just like you. For instance, when Stephen Gunn took the risk to save an unknown victim in a fully involved residential fire, helmet melting, turnouts blackening, and skin burning did not prevent this mortal human from attempting the save. Just over a year later, he was honored with the National Medal of Valor by President Donald Trump at the White House. Remember the time when Terry Self, an off-duty firefighter, also attracted national attention? He overcame unthinkable physical and mental obstacles on live network television when he led the rescue of 2 young boys from atop a 120-foot electrical transmission tower. The courage of this hero and the complex human drama of this story landed it on the cover of Reader's Digest magazine. Ward Flegger's heroism was a tale of personal effort to prevent tragedy. By recounting actual accidents he responded to involving teenage drivers, Ward created his own high school driver's education safety program. His compassion and message has been clear: don't make the same mistakes. After 38 years on the job, Ward is now an assistant chief of operations in Smithburg, Maryland, and continues to deliver his life-saving message at high schools. Recognizing all of Chief Bob Weber's accomplishments was probably the closest we ever came to filming an action adventure. Bob was the master of handling disaster for the Arizona Fire Service. Sadly, he passed away a short time afterwards. The contributions he made with his exceptional integrity for 50 years, assisting both career and volunteer fire departments, will impact us forever. The Arizona Fire Chiefs Association now honor others by presenting them with the Bob Weber Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'll never forget the story of firefighter Mark Freeman, our first award winner back in 1994. He was teaching at a Boy Scout camp 20 miles outside Payson when he happened upon 2 men carrying an unconscious male. The victim had suffered an allergic reaction and was in anaphylactic shock and respiratory arrest. A life was in the balance, and instinctively, Mark jumped into action. He displayed endurance, both physical and mental, performing mouth-to-mouth on the young father for 45 minutes. Mark retired from the fire department after 31 years and experiences new challenges now as a city council member right here in Mesa. But the story about the life that he saved is certainly forever etched in his memory. You can read about all other previous inspirational stories by visiting fdaz.org. But like the sands of time through an hourglass, now it's time to learn about this year's award winner. Again, this year selecting one standout individual was not an easy task. To identify a firefighter to represent all others, we consult with the Arizona community. We rewrite nominations to conceal gender, fire department names, size, and location. We then turn to the fire service leaders for the difficult selection process. Our outstanding judges this year were Jamie Colley, Richard Mooney, Julie Moore, Gary Robinson, and Dave Strayer. And now, I'm honored to share with you that this year the award goes to firefighter Sabas Cruz-Miranda with the Picture Rocks Fire and Medical Department. As a firefighter, you learn to size up any situation upon arrival. Being prepared for the unexpected is what you train for. And after making the grand commitment to public safety, you must always be alert. Firefighter Cruz-Miranda, who lives in Tucson, was enjoying his day off while visiting with a friend here in the valley. While driving through a local neighborhood, Firefighter Cruz noticed some smoke coming from a nearby house. To the untrained eye, the situation was not initially alarming. But from the perspective of a knowledgeable firefighter, something was wrong. The smoke didn't look like something you would see from burning trash or a barbecue, and no emergency responders were on scene. Cruz decided to see if he could assist. Sabas had his friend call 911 as he rushed over to a neighbor and asked if she knew if anyone was home. She was unsure. So Cruz immediately began banging on doors and looking in windows, calling out for anyone who might be inside the home. Cruz heard a faint lady's voice and took quick action, but was unsuccessful trying to gain access through the front door. This did not discourage Cruz. By this time, the seriousness of the situation was evident, and Sabas found a nearby window that was open and made his way into the home. The house was filled with smoke, but Cruz was confident, determined, and quickly made contact with the victim and guided her to the front door, which still could not be opened. As he led her back to the window, neighbors, other caring people, were able to finally knock down the front door, and Cruz then assisted the victim out of her burning home. Firefighters are trained to respond to incidents such as this, but typically have personal protective gear, breathing apparatus, suppression equipment, along with a team of rescuers to safely handle the situation. Sabas Cruz-Miranda reacted and took action at the level he felt was appropriate, and in doing so, was able to help save a life. His quick response to help a stranger, even while off duty, is precisely why Sabas Cruz-Miranda has been selected to represent the Arizona Fire Service as our 2018 United Fire Firefighter of the Year. We've talked a lot about how time passes quickly and taken some time to remember memorable situations. There's a song that says, "For everything there is a season." We know there is time to work and time to play. Now is the time to demonstrate our sincere appreciation for what all of you do by telling Sabas about the amazing prizes donated by some great supporters of the Arizona Fire Service. When it's time to stay safe, Lion is providing custom-fit turnouts and red zone particulate hood, incorporating advanced fabrics and design to protect you even when exposed to the most challenging work environments. To add to your firefighting ensemble, Hikes and Fire Decks will ensure you're always ready to jump into action with their Eagle Air and FDX 100 structure boots, Dex Pro gloves, and interceptor hood. And to top off your outfit and make you look snazzy, the Carnes 1044 traditional style helmet with a personalized leather front. You'll always be prepared for quick action, even off duty, using your new Ansel fire extinguishers, wearing a Gore all-weather jacket, and one of several styles of ringer gloves. When it's time to see clearly, even in the dark, you'll be guided wearing your Streamlight Vantage helmet light. And to light up the scene, just break out the department's new Akron Brass Revolutionary Revel 14,000 lumen portable scene light. And when done wrapping up each call, always have the crew break into the fire wipes cases and wipe off all the dangerous contaminants that you can. limit your exposure time and not your healthy life. When it's time to get away, we hope you enjoy a trip to the Grand Canyon Railway, relaxing at the Point Hilton Squaw Peak Resort, playing a round of golf at JW Marriott Star Pass, or a weekend at Jim Click's private condo in the White Mountains. Maybe you'll even be able to find the time to read a book, listen to music, or play a game with all your gift cards from Bookman's Entertainment Exchange. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. But there won't be any flies when it's time to eat. Pizza Hut is feeding you all year long with a pizza a month. Plus, Fry's Food is providing a gift card. Firehouse Subs is also supplying gift cards. But that truly just touches the surface when it comes to all their extraordinary efforts all year long to help support the fire service. When it's time to have fun and let the good times roll, our Arizona sports franchises all want to provide you with their own twists on exciting life memories, starting with a day at ISM Raceway for a NASCAR race, reserved dugout seats for a Diamondbacks game, and the fast-paced action of a Coyotes hockey game. And don't forget to tell all your friends what you had to go through to get the Arizona Cardinals Chandler Jones autographed football. We know that you don't work alone, and now is a good time to take care of the Picture Rocks Fire Department with a $500 gift certificate from United Fire. And finally, because there is always more time than money, our supporters want to present you with this $1,000 check and our appreciation for admirably representing the extraordinary character of the fire service professionals in Arizona. Sabas, tell us what you think about all this, would you?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank everyone for being here and allowing me to be recognized for such a prestigious award. To United Fire, Daniel, it's been a very humbling experience. I know I didn't sign up to be a firefighter, to receive awards and be recognized and be standing up here in front of a lot of people. I joined because I wanted to serve others and I wanted to be selfless, as my family has shown me from the day that I was born. So thank you to them. Gracias, Ama y Apa. And thank you to God for giving me an opportunity to be able to serve others and give back. It's the least that I could do, but it's been humbling, and I'm at a loss of words, and it's just, thank you for the opportunity. And this isn't about me, this is about everyone out there, my extended family, brothers and sisters that are first responders. It's about all of us. So I want to thank you all for letting me be a part of that family and all the years to come. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
There are moments in life when you wish time would just stop and allow us to savor the moment. But time never stops. And what you do with it is what matters the most. Firefighter Cruz-Miranda was in the right place at the right time and did the right thing. He didn't get involved because he had to. He sprang into action because that's just the type of person he is. We recognize and reward him today and bring public attention to what all of you do every day to protect lives and save property. It's people like Sabas and all of you that make it so exciting and rewarding for all of us working at United Fire. For 50 years, we have had the tremendous honor and responsibility of taking care of the people who protect you. At this school, you'll hear ordinary people sharing lots of old and extraordinary stories. These lessons learned are still just as important today as they were years ago. There are several ways of gaining wisdom, and conversation and stories are one of them. But applied wisdom, the deepest wisdom, is when we experience insight and truth firsthand for ourselves by doing, which is what you will obtain by investing your precious time here at this fire school. You can't just read about being a firefighter if you want to be one. It takes courage, extraordinary determination, and that special DNA. Our community depends on ordinary people just like you. These are now the days of your life. Please be safe.
Thank you, Daniel. All righty. Eric, training committee. They gave me this new mission. They said, hey, we want to change it up. We want to give our attendees all the time that they can so they can finish getting the registration done, buy some more shirts, get some lunch, and get out to the training sites. So don't forget, basic skills that go to Scottsdale. You will be meeting in here at 1:30. The other places, I hope you guys remember where I told you go to meet. Go to those areas and meet up and make sure that you get everything. I want to remember tonight is the football game, tonight in the lobby. Stop in, at least say hi to us. Have fun, learn a lot, take some stuff home, and bring some more people back next year. Thank you.